Hello everyone and welcome back to the Little Quilter. Today we're going to be working on this beautiful orange peel block right there. So love the orange peel block. Really want to do a whole quilt that's orange peel blocks. But this one is going to be a little bit different because we have the orange peel and then we also have some open squares as well to fill in. So let's go ahead and jump into it on the Pas De Deux quilt and get this piece done. Okay everybody, that is this orange peel block complete and I love how it turned out. I love that they all those little orange peels kind of now look like little croissants, and I also love how the one solid block is just mimicking that style from those orange peel blocks. And I'll have another solid block lower down, if you remember, in this pattern that I'll be able to fill in again with more of those like crescent shapes, or I also think of like mollusks for some reason. So I'll be able to add those in. Now, this time around, that was such a short video and we're getting towards the end, and also I don't get to do all of the block because I'm trying to sort of finish and stay within this row, and so these rows are actually a lot taller rather than wider. So we're gonna go ahead and do this next block here, so the economy block. And as you guys remember, this was my favorite block and of the entire quilt, and I really struggled with the design of this block. So I really struggled with this design block, and I think it's because I love this block so much that I didn't want to I didn't want to mess it up, for lack of a better word, right? So I wanted it to be really beautiful. And the design that I came up for it, also what I was thinking kind of changed after I had sort of designed it on my iPad. I was looking at it and saw a completely different style, a completely different design, but it went against what I had been going for before. So we'll see if you guys like it. Let's go ahead and jump into it. All right, everybody. Well, I hope that you guys kind of have the gist here. Obviously, the hard part for me was that that original sort of drive was to go right in line with the line of the fabric as well. And in order to kind of make this sort of zigzag line, I had to go against that. And I think there's another part with the fabric that I have to go against it as well. But I just felt like keeping that zigzag line there kind of brought all of it together rather than just having one kind of random box done here and there, if that makes any sense. I also decided that I did not want to put anything in the center blocks, so I kept all of the quilting to the outside and then just did stitch in the ditch around, and not even quite that, I just stitched around each of the rest of the blocks just to hold them down and give some support to that stitching as life goes on with this quilt. But I didn't want to take away from the birds. I feel like the birds were such a huge part of why I love this block so much that I did not want to cover them up with stitches, in all honesty. So that is that block done, and of course we've still got a few more to go down here. We're going to be able to move this quilt up and get working on some of the other parts and maybe finish those parts. So I'm going to go ahead and keep working on this quilt to get it moved up and get some of these blocks that I've already shown you guys finished and continue on. I think there's at least one more block that I have to do that you guys haven't seen, and I want to get to that so that we can keep making progress and hopefully get this quilt done. So, as always, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you again next time on The Little Quilter. This is the Pas De Deux Quilt, and we are free motion quilting it and using rollers. If you have any questions or comments, please leave those down below, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.